Hey everyone, this is Ultra Runner. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at another DOPO. This is a day one pre-order. This is for the exclusive Wolverinepool from this concept art from Deadpool and Wolverine. And this piece just went live on Sideshow. It's limited to I think 2,500 figures. So definitely pretty small run. I don't think they're expecting this thing to sell a ton of units, but for me, if you guys have taken a look at any of my collection tours, I like to have unique pieces, individual to my collecting taste. And just stuff like that. With the dual and effect Vader, which is the cell shaded Vader, which is Gundam inspired. All the way to the dark side Anakin as being my own, the Darth Vader to the Apprentice being my only Anakin in the collection. My only Luke in the collection is the Legends Dark Empire Luke. So this really kind of falls right in line with and even my mall currently is a kit bash, but it's the concept art mall. So this is definitely a great piece, and I saw this and I was like, man, this really fixes my dilemma, because I really wanted a Wolverine and I really wanted a Deadpool for the collection, but as I've told you guys, my space is very limited and I don't plan on expanding past that. So I'll either have to get rid of a figure, or I'll have to basically say no and pass. So this was actually awesome because I get the best of Wolverine and the best of Deadpool in one figure. So I can make room for that pretty easily. Matter of fact, I've already made room on the shelf for it. So because the other thing is spacing, I want to make sure that all the figures are easy to see. But the other part too is I just want to make sure that like I say, I'm getting something I really like, and this is super cool. Just the concept of it would have been pretty neat to actually have this in the movie. But having it as concept art is kind of cool, because a lot of people won't pick it up just because it's weird and different, and it'll be one of those situations where collectors go, well, it was never represented in media, so it's not canon, and that kind of stuff to me is just kind of dumb. I'm not a big huge fan of it has to be canon to appreciate it, which is I think why the whole point in the creativity in this space, and really the creativity behind all the stuff, is so great. So you can really pick what you want, and this is a perfect opportunity to get something that is just totally like off the beaten path, but not super far-fetched. They did a great job of giving him the suit being very Deadpool, but yet still elements of Wolverine's live action suit with the shoulder pads. The striping on the side is a really neat touch. I really like the sleeves, the pants, pretty neat. The soft bought eyes, the claws, and he's got basically a full Deadpool loadout, except he's just got, on top of that, he's got the Wolverine integrated mask, which I think they did a great job on that, because I would have thought that it would have been more Wolverine and Deadpool, but I do like they just basically added the Wolverine wings to the Deadpool head sculpt. So with swap out eyes, of course, is always super cool. They didn't give him anything goofy, which is great, because I don't think this character would have been your typical Deadpool making the hearts and fun and stuff like that. But they did give him at least the excited eyes, or the surprised eyes. But yeah, it's got the swooshing effects for the blades, or slashing effects for the blades, kind of similar to what they've done with, I think, maybe one lightsaber or something like that Hot Toys has done, which I'm not a huge fan of those, but if they're done right, they can look pretty good. I don't have any figures currently that have that on it, but the loadout's really good here. Like I say again, swap out eyes. You got the 2 different sets of claws, open and close. The base is pretty basic, but I wouldn't have expected anything like this to be, standard. Because this is an easy cash grab for Hot Toys. I mean, let's just be real. Slight modifying on the Deadpool body, because I'm pretty sure this is the standard Deadpool body. I'd imagine this is not the Just looking at the dimensions, it doesn't look like, or not the dimensions, looking at the build, it doesn't look like it's the Hugh Jackman Wolverine body. I mean, I guess I could be wrong. I mean, I don't have that one to hold, but just looking at it, it looks more slender. But across the board, you know, this is just this low-hanging fruit. Super, super easy. Probably a few bucks to modify this guy, and bam, you got a new Wolverine and Deadpool combined concept figure. So, but yeah, let me know if you guys are picking this up. You know, again, like I said, I don't talk about things that I'm not gonna get. You know, and I'm super excited about this. You know, so you know, if it's something that's interested you guys, or let me know your thoughts on it. Is this what you're looking for from action figures companies now to make this kind of like off the beaten path kind of stuff, where it's conceptualized and super neat and random, or do you really want to stick with just the stuff that is truly comic book related, animation related, or live action related, no concept stuff at all, or maybe to me, maybe this is a perfect exclusive. You know, this is a figure that's not going to take a slot from a regular release, and is limited. And if you want it, you want it. You get it, you get it, and that's really it. And I didn't have to. They didn't even send out a link for it today. I just went to the website. I went to sideshow.com. I clicked on the actual link. I clicked on Hot Toys, and it was down at the very bottom. It said, you know, pre-order now. And I just clicked right on it and pre-ordered it, and super easy. So, yeah. But yeah, I was like super excited about this. This is supposed to be here this year, and not surprised it expected to ship between July 11th and September of 2026. And again, like I said, because this is low-hanging fruit, this is super, super easy to do. They bought everything already. Just make some slight mods. Oh, I didn't even notice the boots actually have a little bit of the the Wolverine kind of wings on them too. A little modified. Yeah, so this is unique enough where I think it'll really be cool. A great talking piece in the collection. I don't want to have people over always kind of going, oh, hey, what's this? And this would be when I was like, I've never seen a red Wolverine. And so, again, like I say, just a great little unique piece for the collection. Like I said, for me, kind of kills two birds with one stone with the Wolverine and a Deadpool. Unless there ends up being something super cool from a super cool suit from Doomsday. But all in all, you know, I like the uniqueness of this, and super happy to have it PO'd. And like I said, it's definitely a DOPO day one pre-order, and hopefully it'll be here sooner than later. All right, well, let me know your thoughts. Comment down below. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Take it easy. Later.